winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Take it at the 37. Return there, give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it's going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
from the 27. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. The Colts at 9-5 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, it's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Looking to throw. Whitaker. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos for the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended it. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give for Taylor running right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
On second down, it's Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Whitaker. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, it's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And Jumbletron the middle here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. And again, it's Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. York able to send this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you. But better to give up 3 than 6.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 157 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run here with Taylor. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! CGi Browns, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Santos able to take on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Room here to run. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 72 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Grant. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Whitaker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Throwing on first down. Whitaker. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on second down. Whitaker. That's going to be caught by Alley Cox. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley Cox, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covering up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they work this right upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. To the right side, this is Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
That was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. It's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week. Often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.